Hi, Integrated Math 1. Welcome to lesson 4.2.1b. We're on day 2 of creating and interpreting frequency distributions. So last time we made a marginal frequency table, right? Where we took all of our data, made little hashtags, and we figured out how many fit in each group within each category. And of course, we also then added them up and made sure that our totals all matched up. And we started playing with that data and using it. Today, we're going to push that to the next level, and we're going to start graphing it. So while a two-way table shows a numerical summary of the data, a graph can help relay the information about a survey in a visual way. Remember, every graph tells a story, right? And people love being able to see it. So recall that Ms. Seymour is trying to determine ways to cut the cafeteria budget for the upcoming school year. And she would like to use a graph to visually display the ideas she has for cutting the cafeteria budget. We've done a few different graphs and a few different displays before. So Ms. Seymour has gathered her data and organized them in the frequency distribution table shown below. We did this last time, but of course I do have it here again, just so we have it to use. So we're going to analyze our frequency distribution table for just a moment. And keep in mind, we're still completing the third step of the statistical process, right? Analyzing the data. Now we've been analyzing it in a table and numerically, but now we're going to analyze it by creating a display of some kind, by creating some kind of graph. So I would like you to determine, just giving a thought to all the different ways we've displayed data over this year, which graphical display or displays do you think would be appropriate to represent Ms. Seymour's data? And make sure you justify your response. Go ahead and hit pause, jot down your thoughts, and hit play when you're ready to keep going. So I don't know about you guys, but I'm looking at this and I'm seeing like the different groups and the different categories. And my thought is that like a box and whisker plot isn't going to work very well. A dot plot's not going to work very well. And a histogram sort of sounds like a good idea, but I'm going to twist that a little bit. I'm going to suggest that Ms. Seymour could use a bar graph, which would be appropriate for categorical data, right? We could be like, in our bins in the past and our histograms are like, 10 to 5 or 5 to 10. But now instead, we can say, hey, this bar represents 9th graders, or this bar represents 10th graders, or this bar represents burgers or chicken nuggets or pizza or a salad bar. So we're going to use a bar graph to do this because for categorical data, that just makes sense, saying this is how many in each group. We just answered that question, didn't we? So which displays would not be appropriate to represent Ms. Seymour's data? We kind of already said that. We said a dot plot's not going to work, box and whisker plots aren't going to work, because those are only really good for numerical data. They're not really good for categories. So here's what we're going to do. On page 64, you're going to construct 2 bar graphs of the frequencies, okay? And I want you to include a key to identify what each bar represents. Now keep in mind, you've got number of students here, and we've got 2 different ones. We'll take them one at a time. You've got your number of students, you've got your favorite meal, okay? So remember, there's 4 different favorite meals, but each meal is going to have 2 bars, one for 9th graders, one for 10th graders. Go ahead and hit pause, work out this first bar graph, and then hit play when you're ready to check your work. So I'm going to grab my pen here. I'm going to go ahead and just keep with the black pen to start off with. So I'm going to say that we're going to do burgers. And then, of course, we had chicken nuggets. I can't spell anymore. Oh, no. Chicken nuggets having issues. I hate it when my chicken nuggets have issues. We said pizza. And we said the salad bar. Except I really am having trouble spelling. Sorry about that. So burgers, chicken nuggets, pizza, salad bar. Awesome. For each one of these, we're going to do 2 different bar graphs. So I'm going to use 2 different colors. Now, if you don't have different colors, you just have a pencil. You can maybe like shade one dark and then leave the other one empty. Right? It's kind of up to you how you want to do it. I'm going to use red And I'm going to say that red represents my 9th graders, okay? So for burgers, I've got 4 9th graders. So we should number our graph as well, right? I'm just going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and that should be pretty good. All right, let me go back to my red pen. So we said burgers. 9th graders have 4, so I'm going to put a bar just up to 4 and be like, there they are. For my chicken nuggets, I have only 1 9th grader, so I'm just going to make a bar that only goes up to 1. For my pizza, I've got 3 9th graders, so I'm going to go up to 3. Not my finest bar. For my salad bar, I've got 5 9th graders. I'm going to go all the way 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then over, whoa, over, and then down. The lights are all funky in here. I'm going to pick a different color to help me do my 10th graders. So I'm going to use blue again. Use what works for you. The point is you do need to make a key, right? We do need to write down what we're doing here. So 3 10th graders like burgers. So I'm going to go up 1, 2, 3, pew, pew. 7 10th graders like chicken nuggets. So I got to go way up 1. And I am putting them right next to each other. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So my bar's got to get all the way up to 7. My bars are getting wobbly. 3 10th graders like pizza. So 1, 2, 3, and then down. And then 4 10th graders liked the salad bar. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then over and then down. And there we go. You just made a bar graph for their favorite meals. Yay. It did ask us to do 2 bar graphs. Notice they swapped it on us. Did you catch that? So for the other bar graph, my x-axis will now be my grade level, and my y-axis will be my number of students. So while I only have 9th and 10th grade here, that does, of course, mean you're going to do 4 bars for your 9th graders and 4 bars for your 10th graders. Go ahead, hit pause, work this out, hit play when you're ready to check your work. So let me bring back the black pen. I'm going to say, all right, we've got 9th graders, we've got 10th graders. I'm going to pop that over here. And again, I'm just going to count, same thing, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, which I know will be plenty because the biggest number I have up here is 7, so not a problem. Again, we do need to make a key. Once again, I'm going to make a key. I'm going to say that red is my burgers, all right? So 4 9th graders like burgers. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I've only got 3 10th graders that like burgers. So 1, 2, 3. I'm going to grab another color, nice green here. We'll say that green is for chicken nuggets. Although if your chicken nuggets are green, I have some serious questions. Don't eat them, okay? I'm just going to put that out there. I only have 1 9th grader that likes chicken nuggets, but I have 7 10th graders that like chicken nuggets. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. Got all the way up there. Pew. Awesome. Going to grab my next color. 10th graders, let's see. Whoa, chicken eggs, pizza. There we are. So for my blue, actually, that blue feels a little dark. I'm going to erase that. I don't want that. That's too dark. I'm going to grab the lighter blue. So for my blue, we're going to say that my pizza is blue. So I have 3 9th graders that like pizza. 1, 2, 3. I've got 3 10th graders that like pizza. 1, 2, 3. Make my little bar. And last but not least, I'm going to grab the purple. So purple will be for the salad bar. Sorry, it went weird there. So purple will be my salad bar. So 5 9th graders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 9th graders like the salad bar. And for my 10th graders, I have 4 10th graders that like the salad bar. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. And there we go. You just made your other bar graph. So these are both great bar graphs. We just have it broken up a little bit differently. But they're both good bar graphs. but despite my wobbly bars. I hope your bars aren't as wobbly as mine. Mine are a little wobbly. I'm going to erase this, which makes me sad because it's so beautiful. Actually, yeah, I'm going to erase it. And I'm going to bring up the ones that they have here. So those are the ones that the book made. Obviously, they're much prettier and much neater than mine, but they did what we did, right? They counted up, they made the bars, broke it up, they broke this one up by meals, and they broke this one up by grade level. Yeah. All right, so now that we have our bar graphs, these are great. What conclusions can you draw by examining our lovely graphs that we just made? Hit pause, jot down your thoughts, hit play to keep going. So I don't know about you, but I drew a few conclusions. Like when I was looking at this one here, I noticed a few things. I noticed that salad bar, right? Like the salad bar looked pretty solid for both grades. Like chicken nuggets were funny because the 10th graders really liked them, but the 9th graders didn't. I feel like the salad bar was more successful, right? So I felt like the salad bar is, and especially if you look at this one with the grade levels, the salad bar is definitely the most preferred amongst your 9th graders, and those chicken nuggets, most preferred amongst your 10th graders. I could really see that well on this graph over here. Does it matter which graph Ms. Seymour uses to display her survey data? And why? Hit pause, jot down your thoughts, hit play to keep going. I don't know about you guys, but I felt like it didn't really matter. The truth is, both graphs are representing the same data. So it doesn't really matter which graph she uses. It's up to her. And it's all about what she's trying to prove, right? Again, she must decide on a plan for the upcoming school year. And the principal of the school would like Ms. Seymour to present her data and a graph to justify her decision to cut costs. So the fourth step of the statistical process is to interpret the data. So looking at these lovely graphs, looking at our tables that we've made, which meal choice would you cut according to the data? And explain why you would discontinue that meal choice, and then explain which graph you would recommend Ms. Seymour use when she presents her plan. Hit pause, jot down your thoughts, hit play when you're ready to keep the discussion going. So first of all, I actually looked at the table a little bit to decide what to cut, because when I looked at the totals, I realized that the pizza was the least popular. Did you catch that? It's funny, right? Because you have this big old streak here of the chicken nuggets and super low chicken nuggets. But when I look across the board, the pizza only got 6 total votes. Every other category got more total votes. So I would recommend removing pizza since more students chose all the other options. And to prove that point, I would probably use this first graph, that favorite meal graph, because it's very easy to see on this that pizza was the least overall favorite, right? Definitely the least overall favorite of all of the meal choices. Now, as Ms. Seymour is putting all this together, she thinks of an idea. And she thinks it will help to cut the cafeteria costs, okay? She's recommending that 2 lunch periods be created, one for the 9th graders and one for the 10th graders. She thinks that if 2 lunch periods exist, then she can keep all 4 meal choices, but she'll just cook a lesser amount of certain choices, thus cutting the costs. And do you think Ms. Seymour should present this idea to the principal? And make sure you use the data to justify your reasoning. Hit pause, jot down your thoughts, hit play to keep the discussion going. So I think it might be worth it, right, for her to present this idea to the principal. If they want to keep all 4 meal choices but still cut costs, this could be a good way to do that, right? Maybe they don't want to cut one of the meal choices. Okay, well, maybe split up the lunch period. And that way she can plan, hey, we're not going to make as many chicken nuggets for the 9th graders as we do for the 7th graders. And it can help reduce the cost still. I don't know if the principal will go for it. That requires a big change in the schedule, but it's worth putting out there. And so which graph do you recommend Ms. Seymour use to justify this solution? Hit pause, jot down your thoughts, hit play to keep going. So we're saying that we should break it up by grade level, do 2 for different lunches. So that says to me I should probably use the grade level graph, right? Because we can clearly see 9th graders ain't going to eat the chicken nuggets. So for the 9th grade lunch, you just don't make that many chicken nuggets. Whereas you'd make a whole bunch for the 10th graders, right? For the 10th graders, maybe I'd cut back on making burgers and pizza. Save a little bit of money there. It's worth a shot. As always, guys, I hope you found this helpful and I hope you found this useful. If you got questions or concerns, come talk to me. I'm around, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.